Virgo, welcome to your quadruple retrograde reading. We have Saturn, Pluto and Neptune in retrograde at the moment, and Mercury will be joining them on the 18th of July. So isn't that fine and dandy? So these energies, or this is like going to be like a portal. We also have the 8th of the 8th Lionsgate coming up as well in the not too distant future. Not to mention the new moon in Leo on the end of July. So these energies are going to be really transformative, but also challenging. Okay, it's going to be intensely topsy-turvy. And yeah, it's going to be general, so please take what resonates and let the rest go here, Virgo. Let's welcome in the high-frequency archangels, ascended masters, light beings, spirit guides, and of course our high selves to assist with this reading today. Just checking my microphones there. Apologise for my voice. Still recovering from this cold, which is becoming a little bit annoying. So, right, let's see what's going to jump out for the centre of your reading here, Virgo. Wow, the moon. This retrograde portal is going to be bringing up some stuff. Not just for Virgos, but for everyone, okay? Things are going to be coming up out of your subconscious. Nothing to worry about. It's just stuff that's maybe been, a bit repressed. It may even be talents and gifts and abilities that come up from the subconscious, or maybe your conscious mind will be, because we're going through consciousness expansion. It's like the subconscious is going to come up and start communicating with the conscious a little more. We're also going to be getting DNA upgrades as well. The moon actually also talks about like listening to instincts, and it does have the animals here as well. Instincts, or maybe you're going to be, spending some time with your pets, or maybe you're going to be getting a new pet. I know that's a bizarre meaning for the moon card, but there we have it. Could be a possible meaning. 10 of Cups. So it's interesting that I think whatever's going to come to light here from your subconscious is going to help you with your fulfillment, your emotional fulfillment. So it could well be that maybe there are talents, gifts and abilities to do with creativity, spirituality or intuition that you are possibly going to be listening to that higher self, that inner voice, and starting to follow those inclinations. We'll see what else comes out here. Wow, Queen of Pentacles just appeared for Taurus as well. I think you are in the business of holding space for yourself at the moment, Virgo, which is really nice. Actually, this is your card. So I think you're feeling centered, or you are going to be able to be centered, comparatively speaking, possibly compared to some other signs. You are going to be able to be sort of grounded during this phase. But the Two of Pentacles, appeared for Taurus as well. You're going to be able to be flexible. Don't know if that's a word. Flexible and adaptable, and maybe reflectable as well. Maybe you're going to be reflecting on things. Going through some reassessing and reevaluating. This is also going with the flow, and can also talk about integrating things as well, but also being playful. And I think that's a playful, fun energy is something that we're going to have to avail ourselves of during this period, because if the intensities are pretty deep and a bit serious at times, we're going to have to be able to lighten the mood, I think, and and that's going to be helpful for us. Here we have the 8 of Swords, which we will clarify in a moment. So there's something that could be that you may feel is holding you back or is limiting you, but I have a feeling that it has to do with your subconscious. There's something here that's gone on in your conditioning, Virgo, that has led you to believe that you are not as free as you would like to be. Okay, but these binds are easy to remove. Okay, so this card can always be remedied, and we'll grab a couple of cards, or that energy can always be remedied. The 7 of Pentacles. Yes, consolidating, reflecting on your work life, on your work-life balance, reflecting on your health and well-being, reflecting on maybe, you know, your assets, you know, the home, you know, other things that you have, reflecting on what you're going to hang on to and what you're not going to hang on to, or, you know, what you need to do with regard to those things. Here we have the Six of Pentacles. Lots of earth in your reading here, Taurus, which is really nice because you are an earth sign. Six of Pentacles. I'll just run through the last four here and then we'll have a look at the reading. Ace of Swords, Justice, personal truth, yep, coming in. And the Page of Wands. Something new and inspirational that you are going to be involved with. End of a cycle. And change. So these portal energies for you, Virgo, are going to be characterized by, you're going to notice at the end of the portal energies, maybe, I'm saying portal, but I mean retrograde, okay? By the end of, you know, the next 2 to 3 months, you are going to more than likely experience or sense a change and shift within you, okay, with regard to something in your life. And it could well be that there's something, you know, here, and it's probably to do with a sense of limitation or something that you feel is restrictive, or maybe there's something repressed that I feel is going to be starting to shift and loosen up and is going to start to be expressed or felt as more of a, you know, as a bit more of a priority. That's something you're going to be looking at there. I'm just going to grab 3 more energies here. And I like them to jump out, and yes, it did. We have the Hanged Man. Yeah, so taking some time out. This time of these 3-4 retrogrades are going to be, it's going to be, you know, enlightening, transformative and challenging. And I think this is what you're going to be working on here. Spirit's guiding you. These are spirit guidance cards, is to remember to take some time out here, Virgo, okay, to really just sit with yourself, you know, and, you know, look after your mind, body, spirit here, okay. The holistic approach is the way to go. 5 of Pentacles. So there may be something that you feel, and this is probably what's going to come up, is, and it could be linked to the past, it could be a feeling of lack, or a feeling that other people don't care about you, or a feeling that you can't ask for help, or that you don't deserve help, or something along those lines. That's always an energy, or you feel that, you know, something's missing. And here we have the King of Wands. I'll look at these energies collectively now. On the bottom of the deck, you have Temperance. Wow, beautiful. This is the Alchemy card. Angelic, can you see that? That's a really high frequency. Really beautiful for you, Virgo. Directly under that, you have the Star as well. But here we have the 2 overall energies for this reading, is that you are going to be releasing some things that will probably push you into almost like a new timeline. This is like your angelic self here. And, you know, this is the path of the middle way, of moderation, of, you know, not extremes, but of creativity, balance, harmony, peace, and all this good stuff coming in. You also have the Star underneath here as well, which is really awesome. So let's look at... So in your spirit guidance, this is for Spirit saying that, you know, if stuff comes up like this in your mind during this phase, you may start having perceptions of lack, or that things aren't the way you want them to be, etc., etc. Is to then kind of move into this, you know, with regard to our expansion of consciousness, we're going to be able to move into, I guess, what you're passionate about. So this is like just taking time to dwell on this energy. If it comes up, just sit with it. Okay, that's what this is sort of saying. Is to sit with it. Sorry, I'm going to put it in this order. Is to sit with those energies, and then to, I guess, to do something proactive or do something creative And almost, can you see how the King of Wands here sort of has his back turned? So it's almost like going, well, okay, yeah, that's all well and good, but, you know, I'm now going to be doing this thing. It's almost like compartmentalizing some anxieties or frustrations or stresses from the past, or even current stresses. Is being able to compartmentalize it. But it could be subconscious stuff that's coming up for you, Virgo. I also had this very much subconscious stuff coming up for Taurus as well. But there again, you know, even if you have subconscious stuff come up and maybe you feel like you're in the dark and things are a bit uncertain, you're still going to be able to, you know, move into this, you know, with this Two of Pentacles, you're going to be able to oscillate and balance out this energy. If this is about, you know, the depths and the uncertainty and the illusion and, you know, some obscure cloudy energies that are coming forward for you that could be characterized by, you know, a little bit of kind of gloomy feelings and things like that, is that you are really going to be able to oscillate between those two. You're going to be able to take this for what it is, because emotions and thoughts are transitory. They don't define us. They are just experiences or imprints of experiences, okay? That you are going to be able to then know what you need to do to shift that energy, okay? Right, I need to grab a clarification deck. Let me just pause for a moment. Okay, Virgo, so it's through your ability to maintain this balance, even though you're going to be experiencing the ups and downs, it's through that balance that you're going to be able to sort of acquire this state of kind of harmony. And this is like insights and downloads. I think you're going to be getting some downloads here from Spirit, okay, that is really going to help you to move into your personal truth here. This is the sword, like the sword of justice, the sword of truth, okay, your personal truth. That is going to help you to move into this Page of Wands, which is a new passion, okay? It might even be an inner child activation. And, yeah, it may be like inner child, something that you're passionate about, but it's going to be to do with your personal growth and spiritual development, okay? You're overcoming a 5 of, these are the energies that you may oscillate back in and out of during this phase, okay? It's the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles, okay? And Spirit sort of saying to hold space for yourself when that happens, okay? And realize that you are more powerful than those things, because they are just thoughts and emotions and things, okay? We are sovereign beings, and this is one of the things that we are going to be stepping into, is our, you know, our ability to create emotional, you know, balanced sovereignty of mind, body, spirit. Okay. Let's clarify the 8 of Swords now. I have chosen the Everyday Witch Oracle because of the moon in the center there, and also because I feel like this is a bit of a divine feminine reading too. We have, yeah, Queen of Pentacles holding space for yourself here, Taurus, which is really nice. This is almost like your higher self really has your back here, which is an energy you'll be tuning into for yourself. Okay, Spirit, let's grab a clarification for 8 of Swords for Virgo, please. I hope I haven't said Taurus. Pretty sure I've said Virgo. Okay, this one, the first one to jump is the 9 of Wands. So, yeah, and this gives a little clue. So at those times, Virgo, when you're feeling exhausted and worn out and you kind of feel like you're done and dusted, that's when this energy or feeling of limitation is probably going to creep in. I myself have even been experiencing this the last few days. Because when we're sick, this can also be if you're experiencing illness, it can make us feel restricted and like we don't have the energy, we don't have the inclination, and, you know, we can start snowballing into doubting absolutely everything in our lives, okay? I mean, that's a bit extreme. There might be a couple of things that you start doubting. But really let's grab another one. Yeah, 7 of Swords. So there could be some deception going on as well. So this can be that energies around you. If energies around you are, so people around you, for instance, experience in their lives, say they are not engaging in expanding their consciousness, they are not spiritually inclined, they are restricted and repressed creatively and intuitively, or they feel, you know, battle weary and they're not sure what to do about it. Those sort of energies that could be around you could be affecting you as well. Okay, so that's something else that Spirit's kind of just dropping in there. Because guess what? This is you in your essence here. Virgo, this is the 9 of Pentacles. This is abundance, relaxation, enjoying your time, being present, and, you know, be able to create a really beautiful life, and then even just a relaxing experience. I'm just getting the image on this card. It could be just like, you know, if you feel like this, or like, you know, there's some stuff going on around you, BS, it's really just take some time, find a nice comfy couch in the garden, you know, maybe a bottle of wine or whatever, herbal tea, whatever you like, and a good book or some journaling, and just, you know, this is kind of like the Hanged Man energy here. Okay, I know sometimes that's easier said than done, but it might be that if you have to go in the work environment, or maybe in a family situation or something, and these energies are just becoming so much that you're kind of just feeling like, you know, this is just ridiculous, like you don't feel like you can do anything about it. Change your environment. That's what Spirit's saying here. Change your environment, change your activity, because that's what we're going to need to do during this retrograde phase. It's going to be intense. I kid you not. I'm already starting to experience it these last couple of days, and it started on the 14th or the 15th, okay? And, you know, being sick doesn't help. But anywho, now the 5 of Pentacles, I've got to clarify with that, was the 9 of Cups. None other than the 9 of Cups. So we have these beautiful 9s. You know, the 9s are numbers of mastery, but also of like a humanitarian kind of number, which is like caring. Like this is self-care, looking after your practical needs, doing something practical for yourself, like having a bath, having a beautiful aromatherapy bath, having a massage, you know, stuff like that. This is like emotional fulfillment. So it may be doing something creative that you love. It might be, you know, just doing something spiritual. This person here is meditating, maybe going to a beautiful spiritual environment that helps you to feel connected to spirit or to your higher self. Okay, because it's going to be easy for us to lapse into all of this stuff because we are going through subconscious processing and subconscious release, as if we haven't been already doing that for the last however many years, but it's going to feel a little more intense in these few days. I'm not meaning to cause concern, but the thing is, if you know in advance, if it starts happening, you're going to be like, well, yeah, it's happening, and you're going to be able to be more objective about it. Just maybe do a bit of journaling, just go, well, today I felt like blah, 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 blah. I'm going to put it in the, you know, this container over here, even put it in a piece of paper, screw it up and just go, well, that's there for processing, or some other, whatever other little ritual you need to do. And you might have a nice little fun collection in a little container by the end of the week, or by the end of the 2 weeks or the 2 months. You know, you might just go, well, that was interesting. You know, a whole lot of little things that went on that I put in my container. Let's also clarify the 6 of Pentacles. Excuse me. Actually, we're going to, I didn't realise the time's going so quickly. Let's clarify that Page of Wands, and then we're going to get a beautiful oracle card for you as well. Page of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. So, whatever you're going to do here, Virgo, to do with your passion, to do with your spiritual growth and development, take your time, make some plans, and then work out the action steps, which you're really good at naturally anywho. Let's grab another one. The good old 4 of Cups. And don't be surprised if you have feelings of like, you know, that you can't do it, because that's going to come up. However, you will decide with focus and with attention. You'll make a decision to go ahead, okay, with it anyway. And here you are. Mastery. This is like insight. You will feel more masterful. You will feel more connected. You'll be getting insights and downloads. This is also with the Ace of Swords here. This is your sword of truth. Your sword of, alignment, insight, and, a testament to your intelligence and resourcefulness. Okay, you will find ways to activate this. Okay, but don't be surprised if there's going to be resistance come up for that as well. Like we said, it's going to be a very alchemical time. Okay, just notice synchronicity here. 2 cups, 2 pentacles. Okay, it's going to be like this. Yeah. Now I'm going to grab an oracle in a moment. Okay, Taurus. Sorry. See, I did it. Virgo. I feel like with all these up and down energies, if you're looking for a spirit guide or a very powerful one that's going to help to keep you on track, let's consult the Dragon Oracle here and see what comes out for you, okay? Because I feel like you're going to be processing some things, but you are moving into your personal truth here, which is really awesome. And you've got your 10 of Cups and your other beautiful Queen of Pentacles here. So very nurturing, very, you're really going to be able to nurture and support yourself through this. But let's get a spirit guide anyway, because, we can always do this some more help, hey? All right, let's cut the deck. I'll also read from the book as well. Deep Blue Dragon keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. This is what we want. This is what you want here, Virgo. We all need a path clearer at this time. Let's read underneath. Trust that you are protected. Walk on a path of light. Fantastic. And this is the path here. Interesting thing is, this is a path here. Okay, we have the sun and the moon in this card, actually. So this is like, the subconscious becoming conscious, but you're on a path of processing and of releasing what doesn't serve and moving into and acknowledging what needs to be acknowledged, okay, and expressed. I'm just going to find this in the book. Okay, this is a 5th dimensional dragon to do with Archangel Michael, which is a very strong protective energy. So you might like to visualize this when you're meditating, if that resonates. Okay, deep blue dragons work with Archangel Michael, the angel of strength and protection. Dragons can delve into deep, dense matter in a way that angels cannot. They can clear and transmute lower frequencies up to 1 kilometer around those they work with. These frequencies may be our emotions and thoughts, or the emotions and thoughts of people in our vicinity. So that's interesting. Remember, we spoke about energies around you, okay, not just if you're having internal things that you're needing to release. Many of us are very sensitive and do not realize how much the vibrations of others impact on us. This could be you, Virgo, okay. Every time we walk in a crowd, we are in a sea of mixed energies. And these deep blue dragons are master clearance experts. They blow away the foggy vibrations, and then Archangel Michael can more easily connect with us and place his deep blue cloak around us. This card is suggesting that you call on the deep blue dragons to protect you or your loved ones. Visualize a protecting army of deep blue dragons gliding in front of you wherever you walk or drive. Let them precede you into your home or office. Ask them to dive into the ground below your house to consume all lower energies. Ask them to keep an area of 1 kilometer around you totally clear. Relax and trust this is happening. Because the deep blue dragons are transmuting the lower emotions of those in your vicinity, you are no longer moving through the dense energies of other people. Notice how much lighter and happier you feel. You can serve the planet by asking deep blue dragons to dive under your shopping malls, schools, big buildings, or anywhere you feel they are needed to consume dense vibrations. So there we have it, deep blue dragons. So that might be an energy that you'd like to call on there for you, Virgo. I might be doing that myself, actually. Okay, so I think we might wrap it up there. That's what I have for you. But yeah, lots going on. Remember, it's an alchemical process. We're going to have ups and downs. But yeah, look forward to our next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, a great week, and I'll see you again soon.